The Dearborn Independent, May 7, 1921, number 28. Mr. Ford's page. Society will pass from the present old order to the coming new order on a human bridge. That bridge will be the men who labor in the three principal arts, the men who grow food, who make utensils, who carry goods, agriculture, manufacture, and transportation. These are the present elements of the future society. They will enable society to drop the old and assume the new without disaster. If these fundamentals are tampered with, if farmers prohibit nature's increase, and shopmen complete less work, and transport men grow lax, any calamity may be precipitated. The best reform is to keep sound processes soundly functioning and not add to the general confusion. The pioneers of the new order are the men who stick to the job. No man is more dangerous in war or in peace than the man who tries to stop the processes by which the legitimate needs of the people are supplied. When a man attempts that in time of war, he is dealt with as a traitor. His character does not change when he carries on his work in time of peace, although his punishment does. The reasons which move him to act at one time are precisely the same as at another. He wishes to aid some cause by breaking down the established character of the people's lives. Everyone remembers what was thought during the war of men who tried to induce the farmers to raise less food, the shop workers to complete less work, the railwaymen to invent unnecessary delays. Now suppose there is today a return of that same program. Is it to be regarded as any more desirable now than it was then? If a thing is good and right to do, is there ever any justification for a conspiracy to stop doing it? Yet there is considerable propaganda at work today to make men quit doing the right things for society. The farmer is urged to raise more than he needs. The shopman is urged to do no more than he must. The transport man is encouraged to let society go hang. And this propaganda is having a certain amount of effect. To understand it, however, you must not too hastily condemn it. It is not enough to say that the program is wrong in every way in which it is possible to be wrong. We must understand why men are persuaded to such a wrong program. Men do not enter wholesale into a conspiracy to do wrong. Americans do not undertake to injure society for the fun or malice of it. They have been persuaded that it is a means to a good end, a harsh means perhaps, but to be condoned for the sake of what it has in view. That is the point. Take the farmer's case, for example. Many farmers are saying now that they will not raise any more this season than they need. Little more anyway. The farmer is, in many cases, sore in his mind. Things have gone badly with him, not in failure of the crops, nor in the enmity of the elements, nor yet in the loss of public esteem for his profession, but in a money way. He has as much of the wealth of the earth as he ever had, much more in fact, but it has not meant so much in money. Farming has ceased to be only a matter of making the earth perform her yearly miracle. It has been hooked up with banking, and of course the taint of money exerts a disturbing influence. Wheat will make as much bread as before, but it will not make as much money. Now, men have been busy telling the farmer that if he will forbid the earth to yield as much food this year, if he will exercise a prohibition over the beneficent forces of nature, prices will go up next year. Doubtless they will, and with them will go up the cry of the people because of a scarcity of food. The farmers are persuaded to do this as a protest against the banking and financial system that juggled their prices downward. That is to say, farming has been advised to answer the evils of the financial system in order to get even. It is a clear case of two wrongs being counseled in order to make a right. The farmers do not deliberately say, "We'll make food scarce in the cities." They say, "We'll do something to check this game the masters of the money market have been playing on us." Yet the latter means the former, and even then, it does not mean that the game will be won. Instead of food, there will be prices, and nothing was ever sustained on prices alone. Now, having this understanding of what the farmers are taught will result from their action, let us see how the whole case stands. Society is like a city. There are some functions which, in a city, can never stop without disaster. They are the primal functions for the benefit of which people gather together in cities or similar communities. They are such things as water, light, police, and fire protection. Now, these things must be supplied, regardless. If the city is wild or drunk, still the firemen and policemen must stand guard, and the water station must keep pumping. If the city government is inefficient and the revenues of the city wasted, still policemen must pace their beats and fire stations must keep the watch alert. There are some duties which, if deserted, destroy the last chance of betterment and peace. In the great national community, in the great world community, there are certain primary functions without which modern life is simply impossible, and even primitive life is impossible. These are agriculture, manufacture, and transportation, the three great arts. Community life is impossible without them. They hold the world together. Raising things, making things, and carrying things are as primitive as human need, and yet as modern as anything can be. Yet we cannot get beyond them. They are of the essence of physical life. They are to the world what water, light, and fire protection are to the city, indispensable. When they cease, community life is no longer possible. Now the truth is this: things get very much out of shape in this present world under the present system, but the hope we have of a betterment of matters is that certain things are going to stand firm. The basis for a better state of things is here if someone does not destroy the basis. As long as those foundations stand sure, a better building is always possible. Destroy the foundation, and no building at all is possible. The great delusion today is to make the men of the foundation feel that they may trifle with the part they have been given by destiny to play in the social process. They are being told that they are the victims, when as a matter of fact, they are the world's chief hope, socially and economically. If they stand firm, they will help bring about the order that is desired. If they go fooling with the fundamentals committed to their care, no one knows what will happen. Now we have the main timbers for the new order, whatever it may be and whenever it may come. These main timbers are the men and means to grow things, to make things, and to carry things. These will be the holdovers, so to speak. Or a better figure still, they are the bridges all set in place across without disaster. As long as agriculture, manufacture, and transportation go on, the world can carry an economic or social change. But if this bridge is destroyed, who knows what will come? And if it is destroyed, it will only have to be rebuilt again, and of the same men and means, and for the same purposes, growing food, making utensils, carrying goods. It seems that if the men engaged in the three arts were only able to see the part they play, that they are really the great natural elements which prevent the old order from being as bad as it might be, and are absolutely indispensable to the new order that would regard their responsibility more highly than the propagandists wish them to do. The best service any man can now do to bring about a better state of things is to be absolutely loyal to the thing he is doing in the three principal arts. Speculators may have to stop, but not farmers. Moneymakers may have to quit, but not plowmakers. These necessary things tide over any break and are already the substance of the new time. Anyone laboring in the three principal arts today has a hand in remaking the world for his children. Anyone curtailing them is holding back society.